Anteriormente en Stanley Parable.
He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
¿Y si no quiero?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Oops.
All these years you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second.
No, ya daña el juego. ¿Qué hice?
I say happily ever up.
Si llegaste hasta aquí, no olvides suscribirte y darle like para así poder apoyar a la creación de más videos como este. Y también activa la campanita para que no te pierdas el resto. Ah, bueno, que aparecí de nuevo en la oficina. ¿Hola? Hola.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ok, toma 2, no sé qué hice, metí la pata, lancé un misil nuclear, todo explotó, me maté, por alguna extraña razón aparecí de nuevo aquí.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ni bestia, no voy a ir por la izquierda, lárgate aquí, hombre.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Ok.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Dice que agarré la primera puerta a la izquierda. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Creo que voy a meter la pata de nuevo.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
¿Cómo que por ella? ¿Para quién es ella? Ella, la que no te quiere. Ahora como llora solo porque no te tiene. Un cuarto oscuro, genial. ¡Ey! Voy a aparecer en la Matrix, ¿verdad? Hola, Neo.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Me están troleando.
Life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
Ni bestia.
Sorry, but you're in my
Hey.
story now.
¡Ey, ey, ey! No, así no. ¡Ey! El man quiere controlar todo lo que yo hago, así no. Lárgate. Ay, Dios mío. Hola.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Buenos días, empleado 427. Presione R en su teclado. Ahí tengo que presionarlo.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Él se está burlando de mí.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Básicamente estoy loco. Y todo me lo estoy imaginando. ¡Qué bien!
Here, Watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Sigue jugando con mi mente. ¿Le hago caso o no le hago caso? Porque si no le hago caso, le voy a estar haciendo caso, pero si le hago caso, no le voy a hacer caso y al mismo tiempo le voy a hacer caso. Entonces no estoy entendiendo.
What? What the fuck?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Me morí. No te la creo. No te la creo.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life. When Stanley came to a set of two, correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Yes.
Que sí, muy bonita, muy bonita.
Back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley
No me interesa.
to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no And as Stanley
ya yo pasé por aquí.
other strange observations.
¿Qué?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. This is all a dream.
Definitivamente que es un sueño.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Hey.
Imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Ya.
My thoughts, he thought. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. My life is normal. I am normal.
Así como que normal.
I am okay.
Así como que bien. No estoy muy bien que digamos ahorita mismo.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Y bestia. Yo creo que yo voy a quedar loco igual que Stanley. Yo creo que voy a quedar loco igual que Stanley.